Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into a minute. Let's go. Let's start off with Karen Huger. We need a Karen update. The Jasmine brand is reporting that Karen is allegedly terrified in jail, struggling with panic attacks and insomnia. And I get that. I believe that. The way she left out, not coming home, going straight in, putting up the bold front or whatever, you can just believe that if you're going into anything like that, this is a shock, right? She did go somewhere where she had a couple of days to live in a life where she would be in prison, kind of give her some role playing and see what that's about. But I do have it on the strength that she is doing what she should do, and it's a possibility that her sentence could be lessened. Kind of like Jen Shaw that's in there, and she's making her way around, and her day has been lessened, 3 times? The last time she was supposed to be out on her birthday, and now the date has changed for her. So maybe 6 months? I don't know. Potomac is putting off the filming, so maybe they know something, and they can kind of film around her coming out. But prayers to Karen. Cardi B is another one that's in a crazy spot. Offset threatening to unalive himself and her. That is nothing to play with. I know she's on her ex-club house or whatever, talking about it, but you need to talk to the authorities, Cardi. You really do. Or you need to up your security. Because he's sending her harassing voice notes, sending it to her boyfriend, the dude that she's dating or fooling with. Him and the girlfriend are sending her harassing messages. Girl, just call the police. Call the police and send them everything that you have. Because at this point, Offset, like people have been saying, is very upset. And this could be very bad in the end. So do what you need to do. Tomorrow, April the 1st, they want to do a free Wendy protest. Wendy is currently still in the same memory care facility under the ordered guardianship. Now, when Wendy had gone to her evaluations and people were asking her how did it go, and she said it went good, we did kind of jump the gun. The Breakfast Club had reported that she was in a lesser restrictive area. I talked about it. It was all in the sun, but she was never moved because it was just the evaluation. Nothing had been determined at that time. So Wendy is still where she is. But these are the 2 places where they will be protesting tomorrow, in New York and in LA. We need Wendy now more than ever. We really need her wealth of information at this point. But I hope something can happen for her really quick. Let's keep going. This is so sad. Teddi Mellencamp is a former castmate of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I talked about her earlier because it was Kyle and Morgan and everybody like in the room when she was getting ready to go for her brain surgery, right? But Radar Online is reporting that she is leaving us. Teddi Mellencamp braces herself for the worst and preparing kids for life after she's gone, as cancer ravages her body. I really hate to hear that. It says her cancer has gotten worse. Oh, goodness gracious. I really hate that. Teddi left the Housewives, and she is doing a podcast with Tamara Judge, I believe. Let's just pray for the best for Teddi. She has young children. I hate this so bad. We'll stick with the Housewives. So, Marisol Patton celebrates birthday at Maple and Ash in Miami, and she was on The Real Housewives of Miami, right? And it was a lot of guests there, but there's one particular guest that I'm going to talk about. Baby, Cynthia and LaPrince was in the building. This is Cynthia's man, right? And I feel like Cynthia looks fantastic. I feel like he got a lot to do with it. Also, she has really good genes and she's a model and she knows how to keep herself together. But honey, this is her man and he is out after that TMZ situation. She might as well bring him on out. They look good though, right? It look like everything is intact. The bang bang is intact. I love it. Tell me what you think about Cynthia and LaPrince. Let's keep going, child. Let me say this. Drew's album and this particular song right here is that girl. Drew's album is fantastic. Her rollout makes it even more fantastic. The fact that Drew is rolling out this music at the top of this season with Dennis and having that little stress with Portia is pushing it forward. It's good. But Drew can sing. That's why Ralph over there losing his mind. Because now, like some people say, I don't think it's going to be album of the year. But honestly, I could see this being definitely on the charts and definitely at an award ceremony. I could see Drew at the Grammys next year. I could see it. Definitely BET Awards. Definitely the BET Awards. We're going to start right there. No shade, but definitely BET Awards. It is good. But hold on. You can't leave Shamia out because Shamia can sing as well, but her rollout is not going to be like Drew's. I'm not trying to put them together, but it's just what it is, right? And I remember on the show, she was like, she's been in groups and she sang with Carrie Hilson, and she said she just wanted to be her turn. And it's definitely her turn. She's rolled her music out at the top of the season where she's in, and really like she is the head peach in charge, right? But I don't think it hit like Drew's. Let me know what you think. I love Shamia's song as well, but let me know what you think. Shout out to Mr. Housewives for this archived post from June 2024. This is what Britt said about what happened with her and Kenya. And at this point, we had not seen it. She says, never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone that you thought would embrace you into a circle. She said that she never possessed any kind of weapon or threatened anyone ever. She said she hadn't had a ticket, been in jail or anything like that. She said it's not in her character. And she said, I am hurt by the narrative that is being displayed. Well, we have not seen Kenya do any hazing. We've seen Kenya really be nice. It's just a big change for me. You know, Britt was the one that said something about a pum-pum twice. And then she said, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really coming from Britt. It wasn't coming what we saw, and we know that there are edits on the show, right? But as far as what we've seen, we haven't seen Kenya do any of that. We heard you say that you had something in your purse. That would mean possession of something, right? So we'll see how this works out as we go along. Now, don't get me wrong. I do still love the way Britt went at Kenya because, like I said, that's how you become unforgettable. You won't forget Britt Edie. But you also won't forget if none of this is the truth. Let's keep going. So lastly, Marvin Sapp was on Ricky Smiley. He was trying to clear everything up. He said that it's a difference between lock and shut. Right? He told the ushers to shut the doors. People could still leave. He said he was not wanting $40,000 for himself. He was raising the money for an international church meeting. Right? And he's been getting unalive threats and phone calls because it seemed like he was trying to kidnap some people. He went on to say that he has other jobs, annuities, stocks, and things like that. So he didn't need the $40,000. He was just raising it for the convention. And he's good. What do you think? Bye, y'all.